You know why? The moment you come to a place of whom you are, it is where you get your source, your energy from. People deflect you. When you live other people's life, you a photocopy who will live the original life of yours. The challenge, I hope you're saying it now. So I say boldly here, next slide. Love is not complicated, people are. Write it boldly. It is people that are complicated, not love. So he said, love is complicated. Love is, no, it's not love. It is people. The first thing we see in this complication is what we call identity crisis. We don't even know which we speak again. People keep on asking, who am I? Because we are not satisfied with our personalities. This seminar doesn't have much time because we know exam is by the corner. So we're going to finish close soon. Then next Sunday we'll wrap up. But I know next Sunday you'll not come here alone. Will you? You can't come alone. We have a lot to discuss. I'm touching everywhere. Both people who want to marry tomorrow. I'm touching everything. I'm touching everything. So that we can get somewhere. How can you say you are ready for marriage when you are not even sure of whom you are? Bible says 1 + 1, not half plus half. You are half. You want to get married. You will frustrate somebody. When you're a baby and a man marries you, he has what? 1 baby. You now give birth. He has how many? 2 babies. 3. You give another 3 babies. You give us 4 babies, including you. Then if you're a man and you've not grown up, some men have not grown up, and you are here to grow up. Instead of growing up, you are busy proving love. You don't grow up by proving love. Identity. You don't even know whom you are. You sit down in this hall, it is clear you don't know why you do what you do. You want to carry it over in marriage or carry it over to God. That's why you see in the church it's difficult for people to serve. Because you see, people are amalgamation of different personalities. So when you are dealing with people, you're not just dealing with them you are seeing. You are dealing with situations, environments, experiences they've had in identity crisis. We're going to settle it quickly. Who am I? Look at this person. Look at, can you see the screen? It's paining me, you're not seeing it well. Look at different faces of one person. Multiple personality syndrome. Life built on performance. So that's where we are now. Everybody wants to be a celebrity. Hallelujah. Everybody wants to be a celebrity. If you don't want to be a celebrity, can I see your hand up? People don't go for substance again. All they want in this life is to perform. To perform. They join a church. They want to join ushering unit. Put me in front. I put you in front. In front of my destiny. You're all that matters. Front. Time for process is no longer there. And the chief usher says, take some time to grow. That's a problem. This is a generation that love praises, but hate correction. If you praise them, you are their friend. Any day you turn that praise to correction, you are an enemy. And if you are blinded by performance in this life, you discover that you can do any nonsense. Next one, very important. Identity defined by success and applause. The complications we are seeing, the real complications. Our life is not accolades. You go on Facebook now, write nonsense. Can I use one thing? If you do me, I do you, says the scriptures. You know, most of these people say they are not anywhere in the Bible. Heaven help those that help themselves. He said, that heaven does what? In the Bible. You go to Facebook, put it now. You'll be surprised. By the time you wake up tomorrow, you see 1.1K like. You see, when we think personality is about number of followers you have. Go and check social media. People follow anything. Sorry to say it that way. So, we cannot say that you have arrived by the number of people that follow you. Let's keep moving. Keep moving. Identity defined by trial or struggle is not right. Because now you're a student here struggling, you think you're nobody. No, it's not right. You are beyond this place. You are just lecturer 1 or lecturer 2 or whatever, or associate prof, or even a professor here. And you think life ends here. No, there's something more, bigger than that. It's this real crisis. Keep on going, because I said I'm going to take 10 minutes over this and close. Identity wrapped up in skills. You think your identity is your skill. No, there's something way bigger than that. Way bigger than that. Last one, identity wrapped up in relationship with people. Relationship with people, that's where your identity is. No. It's not right. It's not right. Something is wrong here. It's not right. People cannot be absolutely trusted. Even a good person that has a good intention can misfire, can make mistake. You don't put your identity in a relationship with help people. This is a real crisis, complicating issues. In Romans 7 verse 15, it says, I do not understand what I do. Complication. For what I want to do, I do not do. But what I hate, I do. Verse 21, because of time. So I found this law at work. Although I want to do good, evil is right with me. So, but I said, chill, you are not the only one in this. You see that head, Boston? No, you're not the only one. So, what happens here? When this kind of things, we put love in the wrong perspective, we see life from wrong perspective. Love is prepared for. If anyone you don't know from anywhere curses you on the road, it doesn't enter. Love gives issues access direct to your heart. When love is involved, issues don't end with the skin. It goes to, that's why I talk about heartbreak. It goes deep inside, beyond the skin. It goes beyond the skin. One of those topics I taught on radio for a long time was betrayal. And I told them, I said, betrayal can never happen except there's trust. You trusted. But the problem is not people per se, or you per se. It's the system. So our crusade on love issue on this kind of Nawal is to teach you system that can help you understand life better. In James 1 verse 13 to 15, he said, when tempted, no one should say, God is tempting me. For God cannot tempt but with evil. But each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then after desire has conceived, it gives birth to what? It gives birth to what? And sin, when it's full grown, it gives birth to death. So that's how it is. That's how it is. So, guys, listen to me. This desire in your heart to have these girls close to you, and you think you are achieving things because you are pushing them down, you are climbing on them, doing some stuff, nobody can tame you. That is death, very close. One of my daughters here, I told them, who happened to be a very good person, stood her ground about immorality. And in her final year, one young man has been following her for complete 4 good years. Men can be patient. Hallelujah. Don't take their patience to be that are good. Men, some wicked men can be patiently following you. Patiently following you. They keep on saying the same thing over and over. See, that somebody is repeating the same thing over and over doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it legit. Are you following me? Let's do this and close for now. That somebody is persistent does not mean the person, it's not a proof that the person is doing the right thing. That a lady is persistent around you, and this is what has mumbled things up. Emotion is a very delicate thing. Emotion is a very delicate thing. If you don't control emotion, the moment emotion goes out, it engulfs both the person that you shoot it at and yourself. You discover that you are into a web that it is difficult to control. If you have no structure and you get into this entanglement, you are gone forever. But most times, what we call love is practically lost. Complications everywhere. And this guy insisted, I love you. You can't do this to me. From year 1, year 2. I had one of the cases that was so outstanding. It was a first year girl that came into school here, met somebody that have written jump and jumped him. You know, the more jump is jumping you, the older you are becoming. And the more experience you become. Hallelujah. If you wrote jump just once and passed, wave your hand above your head. Look at good brains. If you know you wrote jump more than 4 times, don't wave. I helped them. I just helped them. Don't wave. Just stay that way. Just the girl came into the class and wanted to know University of Nigeria. And somebody offered help. He said, no, I've been here. I've written post-CME severally. I've written at library, I've written at Space Center, mentioned them. Landlords. So the girl said, okay, I want to know my way around the university. He took her. So the girl was calling. He said, I was at our church. She was calling me on phone. He said, all she saw inside shuttle was jives. He asked him, where is the jive? He said, jive is part of Department of Arts. He said, when we go behind jives, you now see many other departments. Hallelujah. That's why I taught one of the class. I said, don't be naive and be in love. The girl was in the shuttle and the shuttle was going. He said, jives is part of Faculty of Art. What department is in arts in jives? Jiving. Gyration. So they took the street. She was telling me where she saw and what she saw. He said, yeah, this big fence you are seeing is what we call Zig's Flat. So Zig's Flat is one of the internal secluded hostels within the school. He said, but we have crossed school gate. He said, this is gate 1. There are many gates. Story short, they arrived in an unknown destination. And the guy took her inside. Container has arrived. And quickly ran out to go and buy some stuff and come back and handle the container. Hallelujah. A woman being so gracious, a woman that has a shop, that knows what the guy does to ladies, open the curtain. Say, hey, you, run for your life. You are gone. Because he said, run for your life. You don't know whom you are following. The girl came out. She didn't know anything. Behind flat. I said, look for any signpost. She was looking for signposts and was mentioning for me. I said, okay, stand there. Somebody will come and pick you up. Why am I telling you this story? Eventually, she escaped and came back to the hostel. In less than 30 minutes, she got a call from Akure Hospital in Soka. And they said, do you know so-and-so person? They said, yes. He said, the person is on sick bed. And he's talking like somebody who is losing his mind. Please, we are begging you. We don't know what's between you and him. He said he wants to commit suicide. If you don't come to the hospital now, he may die in next 10 minutes. So she said, wait, let me call somebody. She called me. I said, sir, look at what they said. And I said, you are going to heal him now. Hallelujah. Say, neighbor, ladies, if you're wise, you are a healer. You are not talking. Say, ladies, if you're wise, you are a healer. I said, you heal him now. Watch how we heal him. I said, call him back. With your phone, she called. I said, tell him, nah, do fast and die. The moment you die, call me on phone. I will form the class for your burial. And the girl said, the moment he said, hello, you know what? I called my pastor. He said, please commit the suicide now. The moment you die, call me on phone. We'll fix the burial. The guy said, you are very wicked. Got up from the hospital and went home. Was he not healed? Can we clap for wisdom? But this is a very open one. Can I take it closer now? Now is not rape. Now is something you gave all your heart. It's something you thought things were going the way it's supposed to go. I'm not going to blame you for doing that. There's something in a man that longs for acceptance. There's something in a man that longs for closeness. Next slide. So when this closeness comes, it looks like we lose it. We come to a place where it is totally sure we've lost it. Next slide says, then our tears speak louder than our mouth. This is what most people are sitting on. And we say, do we say love? I want to ask a question. This kind of love, everywhere is quiet. This kind of love, Ask your neighbor, do we, with our tears speaking louder than our mouth, ask your neighbor, say, neighbor, do we still love? Is it necessary to still love? Is it still necessary to love? Does it happen? Is it possible to love? Can somebody wake up one day and discover that all you have were nothing? At this juncture, you see, you are not even sure of your name. Somebody is calling your name, you are doubting your name. Life loses test. Academics, you don't want to study. Book. And I have some people seated in the house now. Already you are scared about marriage. You are saying, God, what is in this? I can't even remain single. Complications. I want to deal with it. And God is helping me because I'm almost done. Complications everywhere. Complications. This girl was telling me, he says, it was my best friend. And I was reporting my man to her. The wedding date was fixed, but I was not sure of what this man was doing. And I was confiding in my best friend, telling my best friend what my man to be was doing. I never knew that my best friend was an advocate, a listening ear to my man to be. One day, both of them walked into my room to surprise me with the engagement ring. Both of them came and they said, well, there's nothing hidden under the earth that cannot be known. We decided. I said, are you kidding me? She said she don't know what to do. And he said at this stage you don't even know your name. This opera hostel, one of them ran from to my office. The father was a pastor. She will go home. Pastor's children, they always bring rice and beans and wine. Do you know that? You don't know. I'm telling you. You know, people come to Thanksgiving with rice. So she will come back with a bag of rice, almost half bag of rice, deposit in the bank account. The guy was getting bigger, better, eating well. So that fateful day, she came, cooked jollof rice. I said, let me rush to the hostel and freshen up so that we'll come back and eat our food. I had to come back to the room and met another girl that dished the rice, and they were comfortably eating, discussing. When she came in, the other girl said, is she the one? And the guy nodded. He said, babe, I want to thank you for being a nice person. You cook well. I have been waiting to meet you in person. Went to the guy and said, you know, he is mine. You've been helping me to. She ran out of that place to my office down there, and she doesn't even know her name again. I asked her, what's your name? He said, I don't even know again. What is the problem? What is the problem? The problem is Genesis 34 verse 2 and 1. Verse 1 and 2. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which he bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defied her. Bible passage say, and he raped her. That's the problem. The problem that Dinah was never comfortable with whom she is or she was. Dinah was looking for something bigger. Dinah thought there was life beyond where she was. No man can make you complete if God doesn't. No woman can make you complete if God doesn't. If you take completeness on yourself, you become empty overnight. I'm done. So we are absorbed away from our real identity. This is my problem now. That's where I want to tie it up. Suddenly we are absorbed from our real identity.
Searching for your identity.
You see what the next line says? They are searching for the identity that we never lost.
one to give you
Next line.
hope and something to believe. Search no longer, he's waiting for you.
That's the problem. That's the problem. You think you're not complete. You think there's something you have now, you'll be better. You think the class of women that are putting on the what makes people lively. You think success defines you. You think the series of shoes in your wardrobe defines you.